almost overnight.
I mean, the first experience?
My first experience was so sublime, I couldn't believe it. Doesn't happen for everybody. There's a lot of garbage we have inside of ourselves. And so Transcendental Meditation is the key that opens the door to the treasury. When you experience that unbounded consciousness, bliss, all these qualities, all positive level, when you experience it, you're cleaning the machine and infusing it with gold. When a person settles down in Transcendental Meditation, your physiology settles down right behind the mind. And they say from research, 3 times deeper rest than deep sleep. It gives the physiology a chance to let those huge stresses unwind. And it doesn't, the stress that it may have been a trauma, may have been a whatever, but you don't see it when it disappears. Like in a psychiatrist, well, then the psychiatrists are great, but they'll show you the thing again and stress you twice. This is, it just evaporates. The machine's getting clean, and you're bringing in the gold. And it's real beautiful.
Now, this is based on the TM, or Transcendental Meditation Techniques, is based on the mantra, which is given to every student as a specific mantra for that person, or is it a generic mantra that is part of what Maharishi was teaching?
I don't know how many mantras there are, but I know there's more than one. It just is like people have different types of blood. You go to the doctor and you need a transfusion, you better hope you get the right blood. And so your blood may be different from mine, but it's not different from everybody's. Your mantra is going to work for you. And that's why you need a legitimate teacher of Transcendental Meditation. It takes 4 days to learn, about an hour and a half each day. And at the end of that, you know how to meditate. You're given the mantra, taught how to use it. Your questions are answered, so you know that you're meditating correctly. You got the thing, you're on the way. You want to get your meditation checked in a couple of months or a year, go back to the teacher and get your meditation checked. But it's your technique, and a mantra is a kind of law of nature. There's lots and lots of mantras in the world.
Just to make sure that people who are listening to us understand, a mantra is either a word or a sentence.
It's a sound, vibration, thought.
That you repeat to yourself and focus on as you meditate.
No. The word focus is this is, there's many techniques of meditation. As I said, Transcendental Meditation is not concentration. It's not contemplation. They say as soon as you have a mental activity going, you're bound to stay on the surface. This mantra turns the awareness within, and you just go. You just go.
You follow it.
You follow it. It's like a little boat that takes you to the transcendent. And so it's important that people understand that it's a unique form of meditation. And when Maharishi brought this out in India, they were all doing concentration things, contemplation, and this seemed, like strange to even in India, where they're used to all this kind of meditations. Maharishi give them this technique. They get the experience that they've been looking for all this time. And through the years, I hear this experience. And I say to people, try this meditation, try that meditation, go ahead and try it. But you owe yourself to come in afterwards and try and see the difference in Transcendental Meditation. Because I've heard stories, people trying. Finally, they come around and they get Transcendental Meditation and they got the experience that they were looking for. And if it doesn't happen, right away, it's just that the machine is so clogged, little by little. Daily meditation, twice a day, once in the morning, once in the afternoon, 20 minutes. People waste far more than 20 minutes each day anyway. You sit, and it's not a hard job. It's so beautiful. You got to carve out time for it, but it's a beautiful experience. And then, little by little, and usually they say it's your friends or your family will notice the changes first. It's so natural, the changes. It's just natural to feel good. It's unnatural to suffer. It's unnatural to be filled with bitter anger or hate. It's unnatural. It's unnatural to be stressed. It's unnatural to be tired all the time. It's not good. It's unnatural. This is so natural. It's real natural to feel good in life.
And so the key is this mantra that is given to you by a specific teacher of Transcendental Meditation.
Used to teach everybody. Then he said, no, there's too many people. I've got to, teach teachers to teach. To keep the thing pure and working, teachers spend a long time learning how to teach. And then they teach you just as the way Maharishi would have taught you. So you know you're getting the real thing. And so it goes like that. It's like, ingredients in a cake. If you learn the recipe exactly right, then you can make a good cake. You start changing stuff, and then pretty soon it's no longer a cake, and it's not going to work.
Okay, I get that. I've asked most of the questions I wanted to address on this particular issue, and it's wonderful to listen to you talking about this with passion, and I think it's contagious, that you will be infecting a number of people. But is there anything I haven't asked that you think is important to address, or that you'd want to mention?
I think, we were just talking before you arrived that, there's violence in schools in France. And there's violence in schools in America. Violence in schools pretty much everywhere. So much stress in the world. And I just want, people to know that there's besides, this technique opening the door to so many benefits, it is a stress buster. And you give this to the students, and there's a thing called teacher burnout.
Sure.
You give it to the teachers. You give it to the principal who's suffering. He's got this thing. He doesn't want this kind of school. Tried so many things to make it good, and it's not happening. Give him this meditation and watch what happens. You will be so happy you did that. It comes from within. From within. And it's so important. All those things that are floating, the demons inside, those surface cures don't address those things. And the student is suffering. You give them this, it's like a life transforming. It's all about a good life. And it does come from within. And it's so important to, give it to them. And if you have doubts, give it to a few schools and do research projects and really look into it. It's real. It's the whole thing, the real thing. But if you need to go bit by bit and do research, then do it. But get started and do it.
Sure.
It's for the individual. It makes you more self-assured, more self-sufficient, seeing a bigger and bigger picture, happier when you jump out of bed in the morning, and more ideas, more and more joy in the doing, better relationships. It's beautiful.
I hear that. Okay. Thanks a lot.
Thank you.
And you're going to be doing a movie about the story
and the
of
knowledge you brought out, right?
Fantastic.
Okay, cool.
Thanks a lot,
Great
David.
talking to you, David.
Great talking to you.
Really good.
Thank you.